Over 3,000 people filled the stands and sidelines.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Robert K. Lewis Field on the campus of Linden Institute, the home of Linden Vikings football. Today, in the 107th game of this storied rivalry, Linden Institute hosts the St. John Bay Academy Hilltoppers.
There were Vikings and a painted quartet. St. Johnsbury scored first, but Vikings' Craig St. Hilaire scored twice in the second quarter. The Vikings went for the two-point conversion both times, but only converted once. His team was down, but St. Johnsbury Academy student Julian Grant waved his flag for the Hilltoppers.
I think we can come back. And last year they scored first and we end up winning, so I think we got a lot left in this, so yeah. And with fan support, you know, we can spur them on to victory, hopefully.
Linden forced 2 interceptions in the second half, but never scored off the turnovers. The Hilltoppers forced a turnover of their own, and with less than 5 seconds left, quarterback Lincoln Lemieux threw a touchdown pass. The Hilltoppers were now trailing Linden 13-14. An extra point would mean overtime. Linden sophomore Miguel Colazo was the one who blocked the kick.
I can't believe it. I started crying. It was the most amazing feeling in the world. I ran up through the line and just dove, tried to get the ball, and I got it. It just feels so amazing to finally, especially since it's my senior year at home, winning this game meant everything right now.
Head coach Dan Nolan says it's a win for the ages, especially for the seniors.
It's bragging rights for the rest of your life if you're a senior. You know, you'll see these people in the community for a long time, and people will say, hey, what happened when your senior year rolled around? And you want to be able to say you won. And as I told someone else, I mean, the game rarely lives up to the hype. It did today.
One heartbeat, one heartbeat, one heartbeat, one heartbeat.
And one broken heart for St. Johnsbury. Jack Carney, News 7, Lindenville.
To welcome you to today's Division 4 Vermont State Championship.
Fans from both Danville and Twinfield filled the Barry Auditorium this past Saturday as the third seed faced off in a state championship rematch with the top seed, Twinfield Trojans. With good rebounding and 2 quick baskets, Danville jumped to a 4-2 lead. Twinfield was more aggressive on offense, and the Trojans were ahead by halftime. Going into the final minute, Danville trailed Twinfield by 8 points. A missed free throw and a putback layup would put the Indians down by 5 with 30 seconds left. In the end, Danville's efforts would not be enough. Indian coach Scott Rainville pulled his seniors off the floor as the clock ran out. For the second time 2 years in a row, Danville lost to Twinfield in the state finals. The score, 61-52.
We knew they'd give us a good challenge, so you know, my hat's off to Danville. You know, great bunch of kids. Coach Rainville did a great job with them this season, so you know, my hat's off to them.
They play with passion. I asked them just leave it on the floor, every game, every practice, and that's what they've done all year long.
Another loss, another heartbreak for Danville. Jack Carney, News 7, Barry. Baseball games can be won or lost on pitching, and a player's physical ability also can be lost because of pitching. That is why Vermont has strict rules when it comes to those who play on the mound. That's why Rochester pulled their ace in the third inning versus Danville.
We've got four pretty competitive pitchers, and we just started. We have a big game tomorrow also, so it's a pitch count thing. You throw more than 25, you can't pitch the next day, you have to have a day off.
Vermont high school pitchers can only throw 120 pitches in a 3-day span. Those who throw between 51 to 75 pitches must sit out at least 2 calendar days, and pitchers who throw 26 to 51 pitches must sit out at least 1 calendar day. Danville's coach employed a different strategy.
We got to try to juggle the pitch count around a little bit just to keep guys available. And Brett finished at 105, which is actually our target number for 7 innings is 105.
Danville pitcher Brett Elliott says he respects the rules, but wonders what it would be like without restrictions.
Yeah, when you're going good, you feel like you can go 7, you can go like more than you're allowed. But when sometimes you get like today, I kind of felt a little sore like in the 3rd inning, but then it kind of wore off. And sometimes you got to think like when your next game is, like Saturday, if you need to be available for that game, like how far do I need to like push it, before it's like injury.
The pitch count rules have been in place for 4 years. Before it, innings, not pitches, counted. Coach Dave Chamberlain says the new rules are helping high schoolers develop in a healthier way.
Pitch count can be tough because like I said, everybody's different. You can get a guy who can go out there and throw 120. You go out and throw 120 every day and not bother a bit. And you get another guy who can throw 25 pitches, he's done for 3 days. So I think everybody's different, but that's the rules, so we work to live by it.
Danville's Elliott gave up 3 hits and drove in the final run in Danville's 5-2 win over Rochester. He will sit out of Danville's Saturday game and return on Monday. Jack Carney, News 7, Danville.